Modelling scales help to tell us how big or small our finished kit is going to be. Some scales are more popular than others and can help inform our decision on which kits we purchase. Join me in this video as I take a brief look at scales and what they mean. Hi, I'm Matt and you're watching Model Minutes. I get asked various questions from beginners on my channel and thought it would be a good idea to explore some of these areas in a series of short videos. Hopefully they will help clear up some of the things you're not quite sure about or help give you a few hints and tips. Before we start the video, a quick shout out to my patron. Following the recent launch of my Patreon page, at the time this video was made, I already have people pledging their support, so a massive thank you to you. For more information on how you can help and what pledging gets you, please check out the links under this video. Scales have been used for centuries to help display or represent information that would otherwise be too difficult to portray. Maps, design and architecture are all areas that use scale to provide their ideas and information in a way that is manageable and easy to understand. So, what does scale mean to us scale modelers? In short, it is how much bigger or smaller the model is compared to the original subject. So what do all the numbers mean then? Scales are represented by ratios. The first number, usually a 1, tells us how big the original object was at the time of the scaling. If it's a 1, it means it's at its full and normal size. This is then followed by usually a colon or slash, which is then followed by another number. It's this number that tells us the size of our finished model. If you had a ratio of 1:1, the finished model would be an exact full-size replica of the original. This does happen in real life, usually with historical objects. It's been known for machines in museums to be replaced with exact 1:1 replicas whilst the original is being repaired or returned to some form of working state. If we start to make the second number smaller, that's when we start to also make the model smaller. 1:2, for example, would mean that the model is exactly half the size of the original object. Large-scale models of this and similar scales tend to be used in films or by enthusiasts who seek great detail, and they often make these models operate in some manner through the use of radio control. Now that we've got a basic understanding of scale, I'll take a quick look at the 4 scales I mainly model in. 1:24 scale is usually used for aircraft models that have a lot of detail and become the centerpiece of a display. A model in this scale is 24 times smaller than the original subject, and if I lined 24 models end to end, it would be the same length as the original object. I currently have one model in this scale in my stash and hope to be able to get around to it soon. 1:48 scale is half the size of 1:24, but it still results in quite large and detailed models. I have previously built a Spitfire in this scale from Revell. 1/72 scale is the most popular model aircraft scale, with the models being 72 times smaller than the original subject. This scale allows for larger aircraft to be represented in a smaller space, while still maintaining a good level of detail and accuracy. 1:144 scale is half the size of 1/72 and allows for even larger aircraft to be modelled at a relatively low cost, but at this scale some details can be lost as the kits tend to be quite small. As a side note, I think the smallest scale I've worked in is 1:2000, which you'll be able to see in my HMS Hood and Battleship New Jersey videos. Naturally, the larger a real-world object becomes, usually the smaller the scale it is represented in. So, to round it all up, the numbers you see on the box tell you how big or small your model kit will be. Some scales are more popular than others due to the number of manufacturers producing kits in them, but realistically, anything can be scaled down as much or as little as you like. And I know there are certainly some weird scales out there, but that's a video for another time. All that's left to say is thanks for watching this video, and I hope it helped clear a few things up. Join me next time as I delve deeper into the world of scale modelling. See you on the workbench again next time.